I spent the last 3 years in CRNA school in Houston. We have owned many houses. I think this was our 6th house. We've moved a lot. And we sold our house in Pearland when I graduated and took this job here in San Antonio. But my job here, even though I'm full-time and I have a salaried contract with PTO, is 1099. I applied at a major lender and was declined, which was a surprise to me because I had this long history of excellent credit rating. So does my husband. We've owned many homes before. And then several lenders immediately started reaching out to me. And I spoke with a few of them. And every time right up front, I would say, but I'm 1099. And people would say to me, oh, it's going to be fine as long as you have a contract. And then I go back and forth with them for a few days. And then finally they'd come back to me and say, oh, turns out we can't do it. So then I thought, we started looking at houses to rent, and that was very depressing because there are, lots of rules with rental homes, like you can't have a dog bigger than 20 pounds or 40 pounds. We have 2 dogs and 2 kids, and I wanted a nice big yard. And as I mentioned, we had been homeowners for a really long time. So I decided sort of as a last ditch effort to search the 1099 CRNA groups. And that is where I found Neo Home Loans and Mike. And I just sent an email and I said, same thing right up front. I'm 1099 with no history, but I have a full-time contract. Here's my contract. Can you do anything for me? And he replied almost immediately and said that he thought that there would be something that you guys could do for us. Then we sort of just progressed from there and ended up sticking with you guys. And I'm super grateful because here we are in our beautiful new house. And everybody was so responsive, and not just responsive to us, my husband and I, the buyers, but also were super responsive to my realtor. And that was very helpful because when we were getting ready to put in an offer on our house, and then also when we were negotiating our contract, Mike answered immediately, like, yes, you can structure your offer like this. Yes, you can ask for this much cash to close. This is your limit. And it made it very easy. The other thing that I really loved is that you don't just get pre-approved, you get pre-underwritten. And as I mentioned, all the times that we've moved, there is nothing more frustrating than getting into the last 5 days before you're supposed to close on a house, and then having the underwriter say, oh, actually, we're going to need this list of 10 more things for you to be able to close. Nothing like that ever happens with you guys because you ask for everything up front. I would so happy to provide it, but I want to know that I'm going to close when you say I'm going to close. I think we looked for 4 days and then found this house and went under contract and closed in 3 weeks.